Yes, Sirski. It's your boy Twan the Don, and I'm back with another Jagweezy, Bitty Easy for the ladies and the geezies. Okay, now look. Let's start with the tea time for me time, pretty please time, and a moment of silence for the people who are doing down bad today. That tea good. That's that Oolong Dragons fusion or something like that. Now look, this video is gonna be on the 3 stars from the Jacksonville Jaguars at Washington Commanders game. Yes, the 3 stars from the Jacksonville Jaguars at Washington Commanders game. Okay? And you know I got my note peasy onto my. I ain't got too many nizzles this time, but I got notes, my G. Now peep game, okay? We're gonna start with the honorable mention. The honorable mention is Christian Kirk. Okay? He caught 6 out of the 12 balls for 117 yards at 19.5 yards a catch. Okay? Now, peep game. Yes, that sounds horrible. He only caught 6 of the 12 targets, but that was a lot of miscommunication on timing. Okay? Also, it was 1 or 2 balls where Trevor Lawrence threw a freaking laser when he didn't have to, and it just was dropped. Now, peep game. Let's go ahead and go to the black star. Okay? Now, I teetered and tottered with this. The black and the teal, and then I don't know why. Eventually, it hit me. I was like, "Why was I even teetering tottering with this?" The black is obvious, okay. Now the black is gonna go to none other than Tyson Campbell, okay. Now my boy had 3 tackles, 1 assisted, one interception, 1 pass deflection, okay. Now the reason that I gave him the black star is because he gave up what was essentially the game-winning touchdown on us. If without that touchdown, we would have still had the lead. But he gave the touchdown up. And essentially, we end up losing the game. Now, Tyson Campbell is what I call is a glue guy. Because even on that play where he gave the touchdown up, he was stuck to the dude. He just never turned around or tried to swipe or nothing. If he was to just look, just anything, he would have saw it, and it would have been another pick for him, to be quite frank. But he didn't turn around, so he just didn't get the ball. You know what I'm saying? And the guy just caught the ball right there in front of him. Now, I'm going to tell you something. That interception he got, if you look at the interception this year already and the interceptions that he got last year, specifically talking about the one on Matt Ryan, he baited him. They threw it. They thought he was open. He came and, I'm loving it. And that comes from film study. That comes from experience on the field. And that comes from good coaching. Okay, coaches making sure you're in the right position and calling the right plays to make sure that you can get that ball. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the teal star. And you know I got to sip that tea, and that's just for me. Now, the teal star. I'm excited to say this name. It goes to, in his first game back, dominating. Yeah, none other than James Robinson. People be like, dominating. Look, man. Comment in the comment section and let me know. When James Robinson was in the game, even though ETN averaged more per carry, it just seemed like it was a better run. That they were better runs. You know, that the holes opened up more, that he hit the right hole and he hit them in the right time. It was only a few runs where he got stuffed. But, peep game, James Robinson, he had 11 carries for 66 yards, averaging 6 yards a carry, and a touchdown, okay? He also had 1 reception for 3 yards and a touchdown, making him dos touchdownos, okay? Yes, James Robinson had 2 touchdowns in his first game back since his injury, okay? Like I said, he had 11 carries for 66 yards, averaging 6 yards a carry. Who wouldn't want that? That means literally give it to him all the way down the field. Every 2 carries is a first down. Now, peep game. He did essentially what Travis Etienne was supposed to do. That 3-yard touchdown catch was intended for Etienne. It was supposed to be ETN, you know. But what happened was, earlier in the game, ETN had a wide open catch. He dropped it. And before that, he was wide open on a route, but he stumbled. And if he didn't stumble, I think he gets that catch. But he stumbled on the route. He still burnt the dude. But that drop pass is what made Doug say, you know what? Keep James in. And I said this at halftime again at some of the people that were where I was at. I said, look, they're going to now on those third downs, they're going to just rely on James Robinson like they did in his rookie year. Because James Robinson proved that he could be a every down back. He could be a runner through the tackles. He could be throw it to me in the back, out the backfield. He's that guy. You know what I'm talking about? Now, peep game. The Gold Star. If y'all don't know who the Gold Star is going to, then I just think that you don't know the Jaguars. If you don't know who the Gold Star is going to, I just think you don't know the Jaguars, okay? Yes, the Gold Star. The Gold Star is going to the first pick in the NFL's 2022 draft. Had to think about it, goddamn. The Gold Star is going to the first pick in the NFL's 2022 draft. Yes, none other than Trayvon Walker, okay? Trayvon Walker is the first defensive lineman to have an interception and a sack in the first game of their NFL career. Okay? I want to say he's the second NFL player, rookie defensive rookie to do that, but he's the first lineman, I want to say, to have a sack and an interception in the first game of his NFL career. Now let's run down his stats. He only had a whopping 3 tackles, right? 1 assisted tackle, 1 tackle for loss, 1 sack, 1 interception. Listen, we'll take that, okay? Increase the tackles. That means just get to the ball a little more, get to the running back a little quicker. Also, that will come with experience, more play time, seeing the speed of the game for the first time, and he gets 3 tackles, 1 assisted tackle. Mind you, 3 total tackles. That assisted is included in that, 3 total. He had 3 tackles. He had assisted on 1. It means he had 2 solo tackles and assisted on 1. Okay? 1 tackle for loss, 1 sack. And also an interception. Now listen. Gold Star, this is why. Okay? This is why he gets the Gold Star. Mind you, James Robinson would get it if he was a rookie. But he's not a rookie. I expect James Robinson to be what he was. Mind you. Also, let me take that back. If he was a rookie, it didn't mean he would have got it. If it was his first game, that's what makes Trayvon Walker's game so much more impressive, or just as impressive and deserving of the Gold Star for the Jaguars in this. Okay? Now, you can give it either way you want to do it, but that's just how I'm doing my 3 stars. And you know I do the 3 stars after the game. But look, compared to the guy that arguably 50% of the fan base was torn upon getting, it was either Aiden Hutchinson or Trayvon Walker, right? After we realized it wasn't going to be an offensive tackle, right? A few people wanted Thibodeau, but for the most part, we wanted Aiden Hutchinson, okay? We were excited about that. I'll even go as far as to say 75% of the fan base wanted Aiden Hutchinson, okay? And I'm going to keep it funky. I was included in that. I was included in the percentage that wanted Aiden Hutchinson. But like I said this in many of my videos, in the first video I did after we drafted him, I said at first, I was like, dang, why did we get Trayvon? But then when we got Devin Lloyd, right? And then I seen what we did by getting Muma, Monteric Buster Brown, and Gregory Jr., I was like, oh, they building something. They building something that can stay there for a minute. Now, not saying Aiden wouldn't stay in Florida, but look at the character. Aiden would eventually more than likely go to a big market team or a team that he feels like can win that year, like a lot of free agents do nowadays. Trayvon Walker is one of those guys that wants to be a part of the solution, a part of the celebration, a part of the culture shift, and that's why we got him. But compared to Aiden Hutchinson, right? Trayvon Walker did phenomenal. Look at the stats for Aiden Hutchinson. He had 1 assisted tackle. He had an assisted tackle. In his first game ever playing in the NFL, he got punched in the mouth. He realized that this is not college. He realized that I'm going to have to learn film study. I'm going to have to listen to the coaches, be coachable, work out, be the first guy in and the last guy out. He learned that. And that's what we have, all of that in Trayvon already. So the thing that we have to work on with Trayvon is him getting his mechanics down, as opposed to Aiden might have some good mechanics, but he's not all that other stuff. And we've heard that too. But peep game. I'm just saying, compared to Aiden Hutchinson, who we would have had an assisted tackle, you know how livid in an uproar the Jaguar community, the Jaguar fan base, Jaguar Nation, Jaguar Mafia would have been? Oh, we would have been live to the vid. You feel me? But we don't have to worry about that because we had Trayvon Walker. And like I said, he gets the gold star for the Jaguars at Washington Commanders game. Now look. You know me. I'm not going to ask you to like the video. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe to my channel. Though I do appreciate all of that, you guys. I love that. I appreciate it. But I'm not asking for all that. But what I will ask you to do is, I want you to comment in the comment section, okay? Somebody do this for me. Comment in the comments and comment who your 3 stars will be for the Jaguars at Washington Commanders game. Somebody comment. Let me know if you rock with me. Do you rock with the Jaguars? Do you rock with how I do these little videos? You know what I'm talking about? Now, I will become more consistent with these videos. I mean, way more consistent, okay? I'm getting things in order, and then I'm right there. Promise you. But comment. Let me know if there's something you want me to do a video on pertaining to the Jaguars. Now, I will tell you the next video I'm going to do is, and that I'm going to start doing is, on games, in these games, and then these, after the games, I'm going to do the 3 stars like I do. And I'm also going to do the 3 reasons why we won, or the 3 reasons why we lost. Okay? Now, you know me. I leave y'all the same way with the 3. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.